Welcome to Team Tapworks Guide to Installing a Water Softener. Please always refer to the Tapworks installation manual when installing a Tapworks water softener. This picture shows the back of the water softener and all the connections that are required. Tapworks water softeners come with a standard 22mm high flow installation kit with 15mm reducers if needed. All our water softeners come with an installation manual which we recommend you read before you install the water softener so you can properly plan your installation. Remember the 5 P's. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Some of you may know this as the 6 P's. To begin with, let us look at the installation in general. The water softener is ideally going to be fitted close to the main stopcock. You can then spare the pipework for hard water prior to the water softener, for drinking water taps or an outside tap. If required, you will then need to fit a pressure reducing valve. We recommend a pressure reducing valve must be fitted if the daytime working pressure is above 4.76 bar. You will now need to fit the bypass set, which includes the inlet T with integrated non-return valve, which is marked on the T supplied with the softener. The bypass set includes inlet and outlet valves plus the bypass valve. The water softener is connected to the plumbing via the high flow hoses supplied with the softener. The water softener requires both a main drain and an overflow to the outside. The water softener comes with a 24-volt transformer for use with the standard ring main circuit. Let's look at how to connect the water softener to the home's plumbing system. Firstly, you will need to fit the bypass set. When you are installing the valves, think about making them an easy reach for the customer. Isolate the main supply. Make sure you fit the non-return valve on the inlet. After installation, put the valves into bypass position and open the main stopcock. You can then check your connections and your customer will now have water for their home, while you complete the remaining work. Now let's look at the drain connection. The water softener is programmed to periodically discharge a concentrated sodium wastewater to drain. This is the regeneration or recharge process. The softener is set by default to do this at 2 AM, but only when required. Install your waste pipe upstand and connect to the main drain or tee into an existing mains drain. By regulation, your drain must have a 20mm air gap. When you fit the drain, consider the possibility of freezing. In some situations, you may need to discharge the drain higher than the softener. This should be no more than 2 meters above the drain connection with 3 bar water pressure. We recommend keeping the drain hose as short as possible and you do not pump the wastewater. Call Tapworks if you need advice. The overflow needs to be taken to an outside wall to provide adequate warning to the consumer. Do not attempt to join the overflow and drain hose. The water softener comes with 2 meters of hose for use with drain and overflow. Now look at the inlet-outlet hoses. Firstly, fit the washers into the hose. Connect the inlet and outlet hoses to the water softener elbows. Take care not to cross-thread the hoses. Push the elbows into the back of the valve and connect with the E-clips. Ensure they are snapped firmly into position. Pull on the elbows to ensure a firm connection. Fit the grommet and elbow into the overflow. Lightly lubricate with silicone grease if required. Connect the overflow hose pre-cut to the required length. Use the hose clip to secure. Now you can push the softener into position, ensuring all of the hoses are ready to be installed in their relevant location. Before you connect the softener to the electrics, finish by connecting the inlet and outlet hoses. One of the most common mistakes is fitting the hoses incorrectly. Make sure you are familiar with the inlet and outlet on the valve. Make sure you fit the inlet to the inlet mains water valve and the outlet to the outlet valve supplying the property. Crossing the hoses will damage the softener. Once all your hose connections have been made, you can connect the softener to the electrics. Use the transformer connections on the red spade connectors and plug in the transformer. Open up the inlet and outlet valves and close the bypass valve. Now set the time, water hardness and recharge time. Fill the water softener with salt once you are happy and advise your customer to keep the salt level topped up. Don't forget to fill out the warranty card to claim your Team Tapworks reward points.